Alright, hello, it's day number 56 of my accountability to myself. Today I'm gonna be talking about a couple of things. First of all, I would like to mention what happened per day and then about some of my thoughts. So, first, I was considering today as a rest day, but eventually in the morning when I woke up, I realized that I'm full of energy, and one of the things that I'm really surprised with how effective, how powerful our sleep time is. Because in the evening, when I feel I don't really want to use words exhausted and tired, when I feel that I really want to sleep, that I've done a lot and I cannot really put that much effort to be that effective in the evening. So I realize that I need to sleep. And then when I sleep for 8 hours, I wake up and I have like perfect mind to study. I have lots of energy and so on. So today in the morning I woke up, I was studying sales for 1 hour 45 minutes. Then I went to the gym. After that I returned home and I was supposed to study economy law and managerial accounting for 1 hour, but as a result I studied law for 1 hour 20 minutes and managerial account for 1 hour. Basically most of the time I spent to revise all the information I was studying yesterday to internalize it better, but also I learned some more stuff, so it was kind of good. And I thought tomorrow I will be able to finish those chapters and till the next lesson those chapters will be done, and it would be really good because I have a couple of questions and normally I need to work with that information a bit deeply than just listen this lesson in the university. But I'm not sure that I will have time because tomorrow, no, it's not tomorrow, it's related to the next 2 weeks, I guess. But I have some assignments that I have to execute in my university for a couple of subjects, and it's something that I cannot reject. I cannot really postpone because eventually it might bring me some troubles. So tomorrow probably I will dedicate my day to solve those things, and I'm not sure that I will be able to study or to learn some of those things. So yeah, and in the evening also I studied French for 1 hour and I was reading a book for 30 minutes, and the only things that I had in my schedule and I haven't done is English for 30 minutes. And honestly, I'm gonna mention about this some more, but in total I have 5 hours and 35 minutes of studying, which I think is pretty good. And even though I could do better, I always can do better, but at least it's not bad. So now I would like to I would like to answer a couple of questions. First, what did I do today? I just mentioned. What is in my mind that I need to acknowledge? Probably nothing special. And the next, yeah, like I have nothing to acknowledge. Like it was a regular day. So what did I learn today? And today I was watching one more video, uh, one more TEDx video about mastering anything you want. And in that video, a person mentioned about small tiny habits. Put it in this way, like every time when you have some free time, you can allocate it to study one specific thing, and as a result, through some period of time you can become really good at this, and you can learn this. You just need to allocate some time. And I realized from time to time I have moments when I like to open Instagram or something like that, even though I restrict myself to use it and I don't really have this habit to um, to watch reels for hours. But anyways, sometimes I open this and I realized instead of opening, for example, Instagram, I can open my application to repeat French words, because I have an issue that I always forget them. I don't know why I cannot keep them in my mind. And honestly, I would even try to think in French in my mind, to link some ideas and so on, because I remember when I was studying English, I tried to apply this and it really worked pretty well, because every time when I have something in my mind and I don't know how to translate it, I just open my translator and I basically translate it. I can do the same with French, and it's a great way to expand my vocabulary and at the same time to practice my French somehow, at least thinking and at least writing down those words and repeat them. And so every time I can just, instead of opening some stuff I don't really need, I can just open this application and repeat at least for 5 minutes those words, maybe for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter, but to create this habit that I automatically open this application instead of Instagram or something else. And especially when I don't feel like studying them, I don't need to ask myself. I just need to open and to repeat, because normally it's annoying. Normally it's really hard to study French words, phrases with a lot of symbols in top of the words, and I don't really like it. And also, I would like to read more about science, about researches, about maybe neuroscience. It's also one of the things that I would like to do. For example, while going to the university, it's only 5 minutes being in the bus, maybe 7. But anyway, instead of doing nothing, instead of listening to the music, I can read. I can literally read, and most likely I'm gonna read this in English, because I also want to get used to that vocabulary that scholars are using, writing those articles, you know. So I will see if it will turn out to be too hard to study it in English. I'm gonna switch in my native language, but in general, the bottom line that I want to start also reading some articles to get some deeper knowledge about some questions, about some reactions that occur in our organism. For example, when you smoke, when you drink alcohol, when you when you overwhelm your brain with music and stuff like that, like something pretty simple, but I want some science, some explanation in terms of science. So why did I fail today to meet my standards, and why? And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I wanted to mention about English. I was supposed to study English for 30 minutes, but I didn't. And it basically happened because I had a small conversation with my friends, which was kind of useless. And if I avoided this, I would be able to study English. But anyways, it's something that I could find time to study, but I didn't. So it's probably the only thing that I failed. And basically, yeah. And what is the one most important thing I must to do tomorrow? As I mentioned, it's some assignments related to my university, because it's something that I cannot escape, and it's something that I need necessarily to execute. So tomorrow I'm going to solve those questions and start my new week, because in Tuesday I will have 3 lessons, 11 hours in university, and yeah, I just want to get rid of those tasks to be able to present on the lessons and to listen to everything properly. So without being said, that's kind of everything for today. Probably I'm gonna adjust somehow those questions. I don't think so I'm gonna forget about this, but it would be great. And yeah, basically that's all. And as I mentioned, without being said, see you next time.